About this drink I saw. It's like Taylor Swift inspired. It looked real whimsical. Tell me about this.
I'm not a big liquor drinker myself, but for everybody I've heard, it's a really good drink. And obviously, we wanted to have an ode to Taylor. And
I have made a very conscious effort to not discuss Taylor and Travis on this podcast because news outlets, tabloids, and AI, quite frankly, like to post only the quotes that they grab from whatever I say in reference to them.
Today, Taylor Nation announced that when you purchase Life of A Showgirl on iTunes, you get a free video from Taylor. It's called A Look Behind the Curtain.
This is a Taylor Swift news alert you don't want to miss. Check out everything that happened recently in this video.
About this drink I saw. It's like Taylor Swift inspired. It looked real whimsical. Tell me about this.
I'm not a big liquor drinker myself, but for everybody I've heard, it's a really good drink. And obviously, we wanted to have an ode to Taylor and how important she is to not only us but this city as well. And so I think people will be super excited to get it. And it has the theatrics and stuff like that. I think people will love, but it's also a really good drink as well. And so it's something that I'm sure will be ordered a ton and it'll be a bestseller at the 1587.
I have made a very conscious effort to not discuss Taylor and Travis on this podcast because news outlets, tabloids, and AI, quite frankly, like to post only the quotes that they grab from whatever I say in reference to them. And here's where I think there is a disconnect. People do not realize that you at home, you have your family, and in your family, you might have a brother-in-law and they might be dating someone. You might have a soon-to-be sister-in-law, but you have a relationship personally with them that no one else is involved in because it's your relationship. And so I don't need to come out here and make statements when I already talked to them. You see what I'm saying? I don't need you to clickbait my shit. I don't need you to take my comments and try and dissect it. I think it goes without being said. I am so incredibly happy for them. We are so excited that they are taking this next step. The girls are so excited to get another aunt. I am so truly happy for them. And I feel so grateful that we get to welcome Taylor into our family in a more official capacity. But it's our private relationship. So that's my brother-in-law, Travis, and my soon-to-be sister-in-law, Taylor. And so I don't need to talk about them all the time. Our relationship is private between us. And so it's okay that time made it so that we didn't congratulate them in the last episode. And also that I don't always have to comment on what they're doing in their lives because I can just text them and talk to them about it.
What are you most excited about related to Travis and Taylor's upcoming wedding? Well, first of all, let's just say it right here. Say it loud and say it proud. Congratulations to Taylor and Travis on the engagement. Trav, nailed it. I just love that this is actually happening. Obviously, we've talked about it at length, ad nauseum. No one loves love more than us as far as those two go. They deserve it. I'm so excited that it's finally happened.
I was listening to Sports Talk Radio yesterday and Andy Reid was on. And of course, the radio hosts or whatever asked him, oh, is there an engagement? Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I'm not going to say much, but he was like, I'm so happy for them. They don't really need each other, but they need each other. And I thought that was so well said by Coach. He's so sweet. But yeah, anyone that's had a chance to be around them or even watch them on that podcast, they are just so perfect for each other. I'm so glad that this is happening and that they found each other and cutie cutes. Can't wait to give them a big hug, both of them.
Yeah, Taylor Nation knew all about the Life of a Showgirl last summer because they tweeted about it. Today, Taylor Nation announced that when you purchase Life of a Showgirl on iTunes, you get a free video from Taylor. It's called A Look Behind the Curtain. And last summer, they tweeted Behind the Curtain of Female Rage the Musical. It was the exact same day that Taylor premiered the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart music video for the first time, showing us Behind the Curtain. So I do very much believe that while this video will be an explanation of some of Taylor's influences and muses on this album, I also think it will be either a trailer or an intro to a visual portion of this album, which in my opinion is the visual piece we've been missing from Tour, the film that they shot in Vancouver. Remember when they said we left the key in Vancouver? Whatever this video is, I just know is the key to our 1 a.m. surprise after the release of The Life of a Showgirl. And I think it will contain footage from whatever Taylor and her team filmed in Vancouver. But as always, please let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments.
A look behind the curtain for The Life of a Showgirl. Taylor Nation, what is this? because they just posted this Instagram story saying pre-order Life of a Showgirl now on iTunes to watch a look behind the curtain on release day with a brand new cover of Life of a Showgirl and We Know You Want to Peek. And if you click that link, it brings you to the iTunes store showing the entire track list, and if you go to the very bottom, it says a look behind the curtain for track 13, 2 minutes 41 seconds. Which could explain what that 13 was on these limited edition deluxe CDs, since Taylor herself said that there's only 12 tracks for the Life of a Showgirl. But what I want to know is, what is this look behind the curtain? Is this going to be a behind the scenes for a music video, for the making of the Life of a Showgirl, or could this potentially be for something greater, like some sort of trailer for a bigger documentary? Because if this look behind the curtain is given to us on release day on October 3rd, at midnight Eastern Standard Time, that could mean that something else could be happening if this is some sort of trailer. So what if at midnight Eastern Standard Time, after the album comes out, we get another countdown like we did for the Torture Poets department, but instead of counting down to 2 a.m. for the 2 a.m. double album drop, it counts down 1 hour to 1 a.m. and we get the 3, 2, 1, counting down to 1 a.m. and getting a surprise. I'm always Delulu here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Did anyone else notice that Taylor Nation originally used the wrong kind of peek in their post today? Because with their original post about the iTunes A Look Behind the Curtain, the link said, "We know you want to peek, P-E-A-K," which they later moved on to delete and repost using the correct spelling of peak, P-E-E-K. E-A-K, which they originally used, refers to the highest peak of a mountain, where P-E-E-K means to look. Taylor Nation has deleted and reposted everywhere except for Twitter, where it still shows P-E-A-K. Now, this could just be a mistake, but you know we always pay attention to the little things. So could it be an accident or some type of Easter egg? Maybe a lyric or reference to Taylor's peak. Regardless, we did get this new information today. Because if you pre-order on iTunes on album release day, you will get to watch a look behind the curtain, which they detail here is an exclusive video from Taylor herself detailing inspirations behind the album. And curious enough, it's also showing the expected date is October 5th, which is 2 days after the album releases and also Travis's birthday. Regardless of whether the post was an Easter egg or a mistake, I am gagged at this photo and absolutely excited to take a peek behind the curtain.
Taylor Nation has updated their post to fix the spelling on peak. It now says P-E-E-K instead of P-E-A-K like it was originally, which leads me to believe that this was a typo, which honestly does happen from time to time, even for Taylor Nation. It would not be the first time that they've had a typo. We also got the cover art without the text, and honestly, it is just as fabulous. And I don't know about you, but is this giving this to anybody else? Because that feels like the vibe. Also, somebody needs to update this meme with this picture. I know y'all can work fast. Now, on Twitter, it does still read P-E-A-K. Just know that that's probably a typo. But I still think that the whole "We Know You Want to Peek" could be a lyric. I mean, this album is about the life of a showgirl, right? So all those show business puns are going to work really nicely. I'm also very curious about the iTunes bonus video, because is this just going to be Taylor talking to the camera, talking about each of the songs? Or is it really about the creation of the album, the artwork, the photo shoot, that type of stuff? Because it doesn't exactly say each individual song. We get a little bit of a look of her recording the record. I think all of this is possible. Also, it is funny that the album cost $12. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
So once again, we were hit with a new update for Life of a Showgirl, which will land exclusively on iTunes. And it will come in the form of a behind-the-scenes video of Taylor detailing inspiration behind the album. Also, it's great to hear what Patrick Mahomes had to say about the Taylor-inspired drink Alchemy that will be available at his and Travis's Steakhouse 1587. Last but not least, respect to Kylie for speaking out against the nonsense drama that people try to create between her, Taylor, and Travis. Those folks need to get a life. Anyway, if you missed what some of the cast of SNL had to say about her brilliant monologue, check out this next video.